Money Moment on 4.
In today's Money Moment segment, we have seen those long TSA lines across the country, including right here at MSY. Since the weekend, today has been just as bad. And there are ways to track TSA lines before you leave for the airport, but not all options are fully working right now. So I did a little research so that you can save yourself some time. But we are going to give you 3 ways that you can typically track TSA. Now, with about 10% of TSA's roughly 50,000 officers calling out sick on Wednesday because they are not being paid, we know that those lines continue to see really long wait times. They have now gone without pay for 34 straight days. Now, 3 ways to check times at the airport. You can check the airport's website. That is the most efficient and accurate way. It's not always up to date with everything they have going on, but you still want to check the airport's website. That is a great way, or your airline, but always going to lead you back to the airport. Now, the TSA app, My TSA app, is one of the most downloaded apps right now, but it is not currently working. Of course, we're seeing those long TSA lines because they don't have enough TSA staff, so the TSA app is not being monitored as closely. It's not a bad idea to have it, though, when those lines do kind of die down and they do get more support, but right now it's not going to do you a whole lot of good. And also another one that I did check today is airlineairports.com. It is helpful with a lot of detailed information as far as like what gate you're at, how long the wait line is there, and very detailed information. However, I did not see any specific information or links for MSY when I checked it, but you can still use it when you're in other cities or flying home from other destinations. It's a good one to have as well. Travelers with TSA pre-check status usually move through checkpoints, of course, faster. Signing up for the agency's touchless ID program can speed up the process even more. It's currently available at 65 airports. That does include MSY, and its lines tend to have shorter waits. Of course, everyone's dealing with the issues there at TSA, but not a bad idea to go ahead and enroll that as well, as we've talked about in Money Moment before. All right, now I want to continue our spring cleaning finances series. As you are sorting through your old bills and receipts and planning what to keep, what to go, I want you to start setting certain things aside to put into a when I die folder. I know that sounds a little gloomy, but it is important to make sure all of your affairs in order just in case something does happen to you, so that you take care of your loved ones. Now, if you pass today, would your family know where to find your house keys or the insurance policies you have? That's the idea behind the folder. Many of us focus on those big legal documents, but it's important to have a wide range of information. The essential, of course, legal documents, that the last will and testament, your living trust, power of attorney, your living will, or your advance directive. Those are those essential documents that you should have. That should be at the forefront of your folder, right? Well, let's keep going. You want to have a financial roadmap. So you want to include your bank accounts, list your bank and account numbers specifically so that they can find all of those, your retirement account, details on your 401k, your IRAs, your pension plan, and then life insurance. You want to include the carrier name and the policy number. Millions of dollars of policies go with unclaimed when people pass because a lot of times they just don't know you have them. Also, when it comes to your financial roadmap, you want to have your debts and liabilities, your mortgage lender, your car loan, your credit cards, all of that information in one spot. Your tax returns, copies of federal and state return. If you remember, we talked about it last time. You want to have at least 3 years included in there. And then your digital keys. You want to have your password, device pins, so your code for your phone, your computer, all of those. Also, with big companies like Apple and Facebook, they now have an option where you can set up a legacy contact. So in case you pass, someone is able to take over your account and operate it as you ask them to, or whatever information you leave behind. Now, again, it can seem like a heavy task, but after completing it, when you get this folder going, you're going to feel a lot better. Tomorrow, we're going to keep tackling the folder with a couple of things that you need to include in this folder, including a letter of instruction for things like your funeral wishes and personal items. And I'll explain how you can get all that written up without needing to pay a lawyer. I'm Brianna Boudreau. That's your Money Moment this Monday.